Shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Okay.
Alright, so it looks like we're live.
Cool.
Hey everybody, sorry about being late. Things happened. Anyway, let's get started on the streamy type things. With me again is Catherine.
Hello.
Hello, indeed. So anyway, since the last stream, no, I don't care about connecting to the dumb network. I have made significant progress in the Twilight map. See, look at all of this. Look at all of this. I've gotten all but 2 heart pieces, and I've beaten all but 2 levels, and I've gotten all of the gold Skulltulas. So, yeah, I am making some pretty good progress, if I do say so myself. So, anyway, we only have one more character left to grind, and that is Darunia, because his mission is a pain in the ass. So we're going to be grinding Darunia. Okay. Actually, wait, hold on a moment. Before we start, I want to check how much materials I have.
Was that Girahim wandering or 8-bit Girahim wandering on the map?
Yeah, I did. The last person I used was Girahim to do his missions. So,
Okay.
okay. Oh, good. My legendary weapon has the EXP up on it. Yeah, I'm just gonna use that. It has rupees plus 2, and I need a lot more of those after buying all of Rudo's levels, because fuck grinding her. Am I right, or am I wrong? But anyway, in case you are not familiar with the Grinding Fest status quo... Oh, of course, as soon as I start, people actually bring home the food. Never mind, I'll eat later. Anyway, in case you are unfamiliar with the Grindfest status quo, I beat up stuff, and in the background, well, that ends up becoming background noise as we talk about things. Just random things. So, yeah. If you guys have any burning questions you really need to ask, or you just, want to hear me talk about something interesting or whatnot, just put it in the chat. Kat there will, or Catherine, sorry. Um, uh, will be keeping an eye on it for me. So thank you for that, Catherine.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
I will be reading questions
Cool. Thank you.
and saying random things
Yeah.
and looking at things 30 seconds later.
Oh.
So probably making late comments on what may be happening on screen.
Yeah. So, has anybody had any interesting things to say yet, or not really?
Thoughts on the new Ace Attorney game? The
Uh.
Great Ace Attorney. I assume they mean Daigakuten Saiban?
Oh, you mean not gonna get brought out of Japan Attorney 2? Um.
Yeah.
Investigations 2 Boogaloo? It looks really great, if only because there's a Samurai Pain, and that looks awesome. I just don't think it's gonna come out here, so I'm trying not to get my hopes up too much for it.
I
Be
really hope it does. I mean, it looks really cool. I don't understand Capcom's reasoning if they I mean, I really hope they release it, but
oh,
obviously
me
they
too.
have their own thought process on whether they want to release these games outside of Japan. But
Yeah, again, I really do hope that it happens, but it's just I can't allow myself to get excited again after Investigations 2. Um, that hurt, man. That hurt a lot. uh,
yeah. Ted, would you ever think of doing a speed run of Pikmin? I assume they mean the original?
um, I don't know if I'm good enough to speed run. Like, I do keep track of like what my records are and stuff. So like I think my record for Pikmin 1's like 12 days, I think. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm not good enough to speed run on like the awesome games level. It's just I'm not that good. I play these games at my own pace for the most part. So I really can't do it that much. I'd rather play like as thoroughly as possible than try to speed run. Like that's just the way I have fun with these games is I don't like trying to play to like maximize speed run efficiency in the sense of like trying to cut off milliseconds from my time isn't the way I play these games. So it's just because I play in terms of like day count as opposed to like overall runtime. I don't know if that's the way most Pikmin speedrunners do it. Um,
Well, there was a the person who asked said follow up like a casual speed run. So I
uh,
assume that might be more of like a day run. But if I remember from the BSC, like you did it in like for the BSC run of Pikmin, you did it like relatively fast, I think.
I did it in, I believe, 14 or 15 days for BSC. I know I ended the one of the last days early because trying to beat Emperor Volbax in less than 1 day is hard, um, to say the least. Ah, fucking imprisoned. I hate this douche. Um, Wait, did I pick up that magic bar? I hope I did.
Um, what are you hoping for to come out of the Majora's Mask DLC pack?
Good characters. A not stupid difficulty curve. Um, um, and some good challenges, like some good new challenges for the adventure map, interesting new objectives in the missions themselves, if that makes any sense. Like I really like the new types of missions that they had in the Twilight Princess DLC, like protect the bottom chew missions or uh defend the bases, like where you couldn't even let like one soldier in the base die. I really liked those missions. But the sort of same old missions, but with a stupid high difficulty curve. No thanks. I can do without those. So yeah, I'd say having the new characters be fun and also having them be worth something is the most important thing, because as fun as Twilight Midna is to play, there's no missions for her in the DLC map. There's like no heart containers for her to get, no upgrades for her. Like you have all of her upgraded weapons just to start. You just have to find them in drops. So there's really no reason to play as her because there's nothing to unlock with her. So yeah, that's why. So I'm hoping for A, the characters to be fun. B, actually more important than the characters being fun, I would say, is just having something to do with them. Something to do with the new characters, making sure that they're fun to play, and then I'd think is having good missions for. Actually, making sure that the missions aren't stupid hard is number one. Then making sure that the characters have a point to them. Then making sure that they're fun to play, and then interesting new mission objectives. Though that is my order of importance for the Majora's Mask DLC. I know I went like around in 12 different circles with my chain of logic there, but that's just how I think, and you'll have to deal with it. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, personally.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool, cool.
What are you hoping
Um,
for for the Majora's Mask DLC, Cat?
um, I want to see Tingle because I think that would be very funny.
Oh yeah, that'd be hilarious.
I don't have Hyrule Warriors, but I just think Tingle would be really funny.
Oh, no doubt.
And I mean, I think Skull Kid should be the other one because he's just the classic, like Majora's Mask character, and I think he'd be. I could imagine him being very different.
Yeah, he'd probably be really fun to play. Like I don't know what moves they'd give him. I'm sure that they'd probably try to incorporate, because like you never actually fight the Skull Kid himself, but I'm sure that they'd incorporate moves from like Majora's boss fight, like whatever he has. I don't really remember. And I'm sure like the moon would be one of his moves, because of course it would be. The moon isn't that scary, guys. What? What was that? I didn't say anything. But yeah, that those are my hope for characters too, is Tingle and Skull Kid. Um,
Oh, Johnny's in the chat.
oh, Johnny's in the chat. Hold on a moment. Johnny's getting his butt in the call
Oh.
because, yeah, I was gonna actually ask him to join, but then I forgot. Um, there. Oh wait.
Someone asked about the. Oh, is that?
Oh wait.
Never mind.
I had accidentally added someone to the call.
Okay.
That was not
Oh.
John.
Oops.
Yeah, that happens.
No worries. No worries.
Yeah, but anyway, that's what I hope for the most is.
Okay.
But yeah,
Um.
those are my most wanted characters, I should say.
Yeah. Someone asked. Oh, Johnny's on Skype.
Ah, damn it.
Said Johnny.
Oh, damn it, John, you cock tease.
Johnny's relaxing with a cup of coffee. Johnny's looking forward to Awesome Games Done Quick 2015.
uh, good for you, Johnny.
Said
Good.
John.
Good for you.
I hope that's decaf. Well, he is more of a he's more of a night owl, anyways. But
Yeah. Well, depending on like what time of year it is, like if he's working on stuff. I think I've heard John say something like, "I'm gonna try to be less of a night owl," like 50 times. So it's not always successful.
Story of my life. um. Oh, someone asked what Awesome Games Done Quick is. Oh, why is Johnny typing in third person? Probably to make it easier for me, because probably heard me reading this.
Oh, he's actually
Um,
actually typing in third person.
Yeah, just typing in third person.
Oh.
Makes it easier for me. Someone asked what AGDQ is. That's Awesome Games Done Quick. I don't know too much about it.
I think they do speed runs for charity.
Yeah,
I think that's their thing.
That's basically the limit of what I know.
I don't watch.
I remember. I think I watched. They also do like summer games done quick. I think it's called during the summer. And I remember watching a speed run of Ghosts and Goblins at some point. It was pretty amazing.
I
I
don't.
mean, I
Yeah.
think the ones where they break the games are not, for me, that's not quite as entertaining as the ones where it's just
Skill.
someone with like a ton of skill. But
Yeah.
and I don't know, there's probably a mixture of it.
Yeah. I don't watch an awful lot of them personally, but of course I have tons of respect to people who do stuff for a good cause. So give them a watch. Like they're probably like, I don't know if they're on right now, but like if they are, like, why are you watching me instead of them? But yeah.
Oh, Ted, how is your amiibo collection coming along?
Well, it's the same as it was before, but I got a pit from a GameStop yesterday because I saw it like on the shelf and it was like, Zome, isn't he one of the hard ones to find? So I got him.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was basically the story about
So
that.
Ted has made an investment
Yeah.
that will probably have like a 15% return
Well, it'd be
in a
100%.
month.
Well, it'd be 100% return if I put it up on eBay right now because they're going for
Yeah.
like 30. They're going for like Pit is going for like $30 on eBay, and he costs approximately 15.
Whoa. I love Darunia's victory.
Yeah, he does his stupid dance. And they
Aw.
play Saria's song too.
Oh, I have it muted.
Yeah. How dare
Ted,
you
do
have
you
it
still
muted?
love a cinder?
Assy. Oh, hey Assy. How are you doing? Yeah, Assy and I are bros. We go way back, and by way back I mean like a year or two. Oh man, I've got too many good weapons. I don't want to throw any of them out. Okay, well actually I can throw out those ones.
Someone asked a while ago. Yeah, sorry people if I missed your question. The chat moves like relatively fast, so like feel free to repost and I might be able to answer it. But someone asked, do you recommend getting the DLC for this game?
How much do you hate yourself? Because for the amount of money I've paid and the amount of content I've gotten, it's well worth it. Like, the base $60 game has given me, I think, roughly 100, 150 hours of content, and I've gotten about 150, and I'm gonna probably have like over 200 hours of content just from the DLC, which is $20. So like, if you just want like the math of game time, then yes, it's worth it. But if you don't see yourself playing more than like the story mode, I'd say skip it. Um, because it is very samey. That's the big thing, is it is a lot of the same kind of stuff. And if you're gonna get tired of it, then you're better off spending that money on something else. But if you don't mind the kind of sameness and you just like having a lot of stuff to play, it's well worth the money. So that's really that's really the best I can say is, if you hate yourself and you want to 100% the game like me, it's worth it. um, yeah, so yeah, that's what I say. Do you think you should buy the DLC, Catherine?
I guess. I don't know. It sounds like you get a lot of playtime for your money.
Yeah, I say as I look at my backlog of games that I have yet to play.
Um, okay. Gosh, do you think that Spider-Man should be rebooted again? Uh,
Again? No, I really don't. Like, as much as I love Spider-Man, and as much as like I'd enjoy having him be a part of the modern Marvel universe, um, like he's already had two sets of movies in the past 15 years. And that's a bit much. Like, it's still less than 10 years from Spider-Man 3, and it's like less than 2 from Amazing Spider-Man. So like, nah, like I really can't deal with yet another reboot unless if it were way farther down the line and it were just starting production like right now. 'Cause it's just, yeah, like, again, I love Spider-Man, but it's just, I can only deal with so much of the same thing.
yeah.
So, yeah, like, I would rather that Sony just give the rights up so that Marvel could have it eventually, but um, I don't need Spider-Man right now. With that being said, the first thing that not Sony, Marvel's gonna do when they get Spider-Man's rights back is get a Spider-Man movie for the cinematic universe into motion. So, I don't even know why I'm bothering, but um, yeah. Short answer is yes and no. I would go and ask you. I would, just to be annoying, ask you what you thought again, but I know you don't know an awful lot about superheroes from either side of the coin, so I won't. Oh, sorry about that. I won't torture you.
Thanks. Do you have a favorite Sonic Boom episode so far?
I've only watched the first two, so no.
Yeah, same. We watched those together. I
Yeah,
thought they were alright, but
they were pretty good.
yeah, just like okay. I didn't feel compelled to seek out. Like I don't have cable, so I'd have to find some. Like for the first two episodes, we found someone had posted on YouTube and probably got taken down 3 days later. But I didn't feel compelled to be like, oh, I should keep seeking this out.
Yeah,
And I think they cracked down a bit since then, because I remember I did try to look up episode 3 and 4, and I was finding a lot of what appeared to be like dead links or videos that have been taken down.
you're
I don't know
obviously
if
not
that's still
looking
true,
in.
but
You're not looking in the right corners of the internet. Uh,
I know. Oh, this is an interesting question. Hey Ted, do you think that Deadpool has been overexposed these past couple of years?
I know that Marvel has definitely tried to capitalize on his popularity. That's a fact. Um, but like I think he is a funny character, so I do appreciate them using him because he's definitely not as overexposed as like Wolverine or Iron Man or any of their bigger selves. And I appreciate having a character that can be self-aware. for sure. Um, but yeah, I think that they're worse about it with other characters, so not really with Deadpool, no. With that said, I would like a little bit more quality control with him because as much as I enjoy the character, a lot of the runs on his comics. Ah, damn it! I just used up a magic potion I didn't want to use. As much as I enjoy his character, I feel like the quality of his solo books can be really inconsistent. Because sometimes they're really, really good, sometimes they're kind of crap. Yeah. I'd like them to sort of crack down on that, although I'd like them to just uh, have all their books be good, but, that's kind of a pipe dream with so many characters, so. Um, the new Miss Marvel, though, I got a lot of books in the other day. Today I just read the first volume of the new Miss Marvel book. That is actually as good as people were saying, though. So I give that a recommendation. That was really really good. Um, so yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you think they should make a Deadpool movie? Someone else asked.
I think they already have one in production with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh.
I think they have some teaser footage. Well, not like they have like a proof of concept a video up on YouTube, I think. That's I think really really good. So if you haven't seen that yet, it should be pretty easy to find. I'd recommend looking for it. Um, but yeah, if they can keep the quality of of that one scene, because it's basically just one scene where Deadpool is like basically hijacking a truck for reasons that aren't particularly noted or important. Um, if they can keep that sort of if they can keep that level of quality throughout the entire movie, then I'd say sure, go for it. But then again, that's what I'd say about anything. If they can keep it good throughout the whole thing, I see no reason why not to do it. Um,
Hmm.
yeah.
Someone asked, do you and I think that Nintendo should take more risks with going I guess either producing or supporting like mature content on their consoles?
They've been tiptoeing in that direction at the very least, because they were the ones who published Bayonetta 2, you have to remember. It wasn't Sega. Nintendo funded that entire game, or at least a lot of it, from what I hear. So they've been tiptoeing in that direction a lot.
And
So
even with Hyrule Warriors, that like
the boobs.
I mean, Sia, look at Sia. I mean, I think on one level, I think they should be supportive of developers who want to bring those games, like more mature games, to a console. But at the same time, I I do like I'm not like paranoid about this sort of thing, but I do think it's good that parents can look at Nintendo and think like this is a brand where I can buy Nintendo games and know that, partly also like it's quality, but parents don't just care about that. Parents care about like, is this appropriate for my child? So I think Nintendo should support it being there on their console, but should Nintendo's first party go into that? Like, I'm not sure if I think I could understand if Nintendo wanted to keep their main franchises sort of that family
Well,
friendly.
I don't think anybody wants Mario the plumber with guns. um, we actually talked about this some with Disney in the Princess Mononoke commentary we did for Brain Scratch, where that movie is very violent, and even though Disney is the one that owns Studio Ghibli, they had that licensed under Miramax, I think, because of Disney's like kid-friendly image.
I
So
don't. Does Disney own Studio Ghibli? I don't.
I don't know if they
Hold
own it,
on.
but they at the
I
very
don't. I
least
wouldn't think they would. Hold on.
but at the very least, they publish the movies outside of Japan.
There's a difference between licensing and owning. Like it's the same thing. Like Aniplex doesn't own Shaft. They just Shaft is the studio that made, among other things, Puella Magi Madoka Magica. Aniplex are the ones that sell the box sets for a ton of money. Um,
Yeah, I hope you have like $100 to burn if you want to find that anime. Um,
oh yeah.
but yeah, like Nintendo, I can understand not wanting to like go full out in that direction because again, they have a kid-friendly image. That's their thing, and I don't think that they're gonna stray from that anytime soon. But with that said, like I do think that they understand that the people who buy like their sort of I don't want to say B tier because like I don't think that there are very many Nintendo franchises that I would classify as B tier, but the kids aren't gonna be the main selling point for a new F-Zero game, for instance, were they to make one. It's gonna be 20 somethings who played F-Zero when they were kids. Um,
Ryan.
right, exactly. Um, but so yeah, like I think trying to go in that direction is a good idea, just so that they can have a lot of so that they can appease that fan base. And I think that there are plenty of ways they could do that, like with say an Eternal Darkness sequel, or even better, a reboxing of the original and like an HD port of the original, so I could play that without having to spend buttloads of money on Amazon. Um, um, but yeah, I do think that there's a place for that. But again, it just has to be, like you said, in their own like separate games, not making Mario or Yoshi or any of that mature, quote unquote. Just to because Sonic tried that and we all know how that went.
Ugh.
Although obviously Kirby should become as hardcore as possible outside of Japan, because that's just the status quo, and I wouldn't have it
Angry
any
Eyes
other
Kirby.
way. I love Angry Eyes Kirby.
Someone asked, "What are your favorite anime?" Yes, I get to make my. This has become a tradition. I think every live stream I need to reference Higurashi no Nakukoro ni. People should watch it, not the dub. The dub's pretty awful. Watch the sub. Find it on websites that I should not promote because they're not actually very legal. But it's a great series. It's like a very mystery-oriented show. Other shows I really like. I'm really enjoying the EF, A Tale. I've watched the first season, F, A Tale of Memories, and right now I'm watching F, A Tale of Melodies. It's amazing. It made me cry. It makes me laugh
Oh,
sometimes, and then it makes me cry some more. But it's absolutely beautiful. So those are a couple like slightly lesser known series that I really like a lot. I've seen I've seen a number of other series that I think are more well known, but those I think not as many people know about.
something something joke about popular anime you should watch. I do that every stream too, but I can't think of one right now.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, since I've got materials to burn through, we're gonna actually try the mission with Darunia that I need to do. Now this is actually a really good thing because this is a mission I don't actually need to A rank with Darunia. I just need to beat it. So it just needs to be like doable. So okay, this is the mission, and it's defeat 1,000 enemies in 10 minutes. So yay. Yeah. The good thing about this mission though is that I've realized something since I since I started this, is that I don't have to like turn off the console and restart it anymore. If I just think I'm not gonna make it, I can just lose on purpose, and I'll still keep my potion, and I'll also keep any of the experience I've grinded since then. So yeah, we're doing this. I'll A rank it with Link in the Master Sword later because like that'll be easy. Um, but I'm just working on trying to defeat it with Darunia now, because that's gonna be the hard part, is getting it beaten with Darunia. Like that was there was a mission almost exactly like this in the original Master Quest, not the Master Quest, the original um adventure mode. Like in the top left, I think, corner of the map, there was a mission where you had to beat 1,000 enemies in 10 minutes as Agatha. So imagine doing that before the level cap boost. That was torture. I don't think I was able to even beat that until I had gotten Agatha with a max power weapon and her at level with her at level 99. Oh god, that was not fun. Um, Oh, wait, hold on. Now, a good tip for these types of missions is ignore the bosses. They can be ignored, like almost completely. Like if you've got a good and easy shot on them, go for it. But they are not worth your time. What you want to do is you want to beat the small mooks as quickly as possible, because every time you kill about 100 of those, more mooks spawn. And those, that's what you, and you more you want to, the more thing that you want, the thing you want to do the most is get to the next pile of mooks and beat them up so that you can spawn more mooks. Because enemies don't spawn naturally like they do in the rack up KOs missions here. They only spawn after you've defeated so many enemies. So that's what you need to pay attention to the most. Ugh. Again, I'm sorry if I go quiet at all during this. I can get kind of distracted when I'm in the middle of something a little bit more intense. So I apologize in advance. Is all that I'm trying to say.
Um, has a game ever made you cry, Ted? Like not like outright cry.
Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. There's a scene in the game around the halfway point where you meet this guy called Captain Bobbery. And he has got a story about him and his wife that's really, really sad. And like I first played the game when I was about 12. And especially considering some like real life events that I'm not gonna go too deep into right now because reasons. Yeah. There was I had a lot of reason to sort of empathize with Bobbery a lot. So, that's mostly that scene in particular is the only one off the top of my head that's ever made me cry. So, not that I cry or anything. I'm a man. Men don't cry.
Yeah, I cried the ending of I think at least definitely at the ending of Final Fantasy X. Probably at a couple other scenes. Like the lake scene, I think I might have cried a little bit. I cried at the end of Disc 1 of Final Fantasy VII, aka spoiler that everyone knows. Aerith dies.
You're such a stereotype.
What can I say? They start playing her theme. I tell you, I was glad I equipped the water ring to Tifa because otherwise I would not have made it through that boss. They drop you in a boss fight right after Aerith dies, and they're playing Aerith's theme instead of like the boss theme, and I'm just like crying. Thank goodness all of the boss's attacks are water based, so as long as you equip the water ring that you find like 5 minutes before the boss fight, as long as you equip it, you're fine. You can't lose. But yeah. And I cried at a couple scenes in The Last of Us, like the scene where
Ellie and who's its face make out?
No. that was different. But I cried when Joel found Ellie at the ranch house, and she kind of like expressed how much she'd grown attached to him and how scared she was of being alone. That made me cry.
Aw.
And then they're like, yo, Tommy's like, yo, stop it. There are people in the house. I'm like, oh gosh.
Oh, we have the gameplay now?
I gotta shoot some people.
What's all this gameplay getting in the way of my story crap? Come on, guys, jeez. Boo, boo. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Sorry, I did badass things on screen.
But yeah, those I think were I think I also might have cried. I think I either cried or majorly teared up at at the end of Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations.
Oh yeah, that's really sad. Well,
I don't want to spoil things because that series is so story based, but things with a certain person.
Yeah.
A certain prosecutor.
Yeah, I think
that was very
I think a lot of people know what character we're talking about if they've played the game, but if you haven't, we won't spoil it.
Yeah.
Or at least I won't. Don't be a dick, chat.
Yeah. Oh, someone's asking your opinion on if they made Paper Mario 64 remake on the 3DS.
Oh, I'd especially if they used Sticker Star's engine, I'd buy that. I'd buy that on a heartbeat. Like Paper Mario and Paper Mario 64 is a really good game. Like I don't like it as much as Thousand Year Door, but it's still a really really good game and deserves to be played. So I'd be totally down for like them updating that for a new generation.
Mhm. Well, I mean, it seems like they've been doing quite a bit of remakes lately, so that, and I'm not saying that as a negative thing. I think that's good in a lot of ways. So,
Especially if
no.
they go out of their way to fix issues that the original game had. Like I think the best remake, one of the best remakes of all time, I think is what's Zero Mission, Metroid Zero Mission. Oh what? I got hit by. Oh no! Stupid game. Ugh. Ugh. Oh man. Oh that.
Oh, so
I,
someone said they cried at Clanad. I haven't watched Clanad yet, but I've heard. I know multiple anime people. Like I know of multiple anime people who have said Clanad is one of the only like anime that has made them cry.
what's
So
clan at?
you're in good company. Clanad, yeah, it's one of the best romance anime ever. Um,
So wait, do they not get? Does he not get with the girl, or does
oh
the?
yeah, he gets with the girl, but
So
it's there's sadness.
there's sadness, but I thought there was love and happiness, and Kingdom Hearts is light.
Not in Clanad. It's like it's based on a visual novel.
Oh, so
Like
that means you get
Higurashi.
with all of the girls, then you're saying.
No, Ted. Not in Clanad.
You get with one of the girls? Question mark.
Yes, yes, you do.
Do you
And then
get a
there's a second
choice?
season. What's interesting about Clanad is there's Clanad, and then this. I don't know if it's a second season, but there's another like sort of season called Clanad After Story, which basically is kind of like, okay, what happens after they get together? Like, what's it like living, with this person that you've fallen in love with and getting through, life and finding a job and everything.
Oh, the less
So
sexy part about getting falling in love.
exactly, yeah. So I think that's interesting too, because a lot of anime don't deal with that.
Oh no, they just kiss and live happily ever after without
Yeah.
taxes
Yeah.
or bills to pay or
Yeah.
kids to feed. Although they have kids, they just don't have to feed them.
Yeah. No, I definitely really want to watch Clanad. Right now, I'm filling my romance genre needs with F a Tale of Melodies.
More or less feels than Higurashi, because we've gotten through one season of that, and there have been plenty of
um,
feels.
more feels than
What?
Higurashi.
How do you even
Yeah.
survive with that with those feels? Your emotions can't handle feels of that magnitude.
I know. I know. My heart grew 3 sizes that day,
Oh, you
and then
should
was
get that.
consumed by the void.
You should get that looked at. That's not
Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah. Oh, someone said someone Protocol 95 said I actually prefer the latter part of falling in love stories most of the time and wish more focused on it. I haven't watched this anime, but I've heard a lot of people really like Golden Time, which was released. I think that was last. It ran last year. I don't remember if it was summer or fall, or summer, spring, or fall season. But apparently that does focus on that kind of aspects of relationship. Um, I agree that a lot of anime don't focus on that. It's so much of like, I don't like you, baka,
Baka.
and like just like beating around the bush. It's like,
That's my least favorite part of any like romance subplot is the I don't like you. I'm not gonna admit that I like you because I don't like you. I totally don't like you. Like I don't really even like the Tsundere character all that much. It's just like,
I
am
don't
I
like
supposed to
generic
find it in?
tsunderes. Yeah,
I,
I don't like generic tsunderes. I like tsunderes if they feel like a well-developed character that just happens to be a tsundere. Like, I have not watched Evangelion, but I've heard Asuka Kazama is like a very, she's a very much a typical tsundere, but she's a well-developed character. Um, I'm trying to think, like Rail Wars, which I recommend for entertainment, but not as a good anime. It's very entertaining. That their tsundere character is like just complete token tsundere.
we call her soon soon.
Yeah, you call yeah. she's just like it's like they were like, we need a tsundere, we'll just write a tsundere. She's trigger happy, and she gets angry all the time, and she calls the main character a pervert all the time, and that's basically her shtick.
Oh, she'll whack people with her shtick. Ah, see, I'm funny.
Or with her gun.
Oh yeah. No, she'll shoot people with her gun. What are you talking about? That's not how you use a gun. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Okay. But yeah. Does it?
Your favorite Fire Emblem Awakening characters, male and female.
I think I've said this before, but Olivia, I was about to say Olivia for some reason. Olivia and Donald are the best. Like, seriously.
Gender bent version.
Yeah. Olivia and Donna, make it happen.
I'm sure it already exists. I'm not gonna search now because I would be very distracted. And also probably be spoiler to certain things. But...
Oh no, you really can't get an awful lot of spoilers with like normal cast members, like random party members, I should say, because of the what? Oh God, I had like 8 hearts left. Stupid game. You're supposed to give me like buffer room there. Yeah. Anyway, the thing about random party members is that since they can die at any moment, they're not usually all that related to the plot. And by not really, I mean like other than maybe the chapter they show up in, they don't do anything important ever. Which is disappointing in a lot of ways because like again, like you get attached to these characters very, very quickly, so you want to see more of them, and a lot of times, just due to how the game's structured, you can't. But I do say that Awakening does a good job with that. Does have a good issue with have a good solution to fixing that issue because they have the what's it called? They have the upgraded support systems. Where in the older games you could only do like a handful of support conversations for each character, but in Awakening you can have basically as many supports as you want. So, no character's personality is ever like lost. If that makes any sense.
yeah.
Because you're gonna get like after almost every chapter you're gonna get a ton of support conversations. As a matter of fact, when I was editing up Fire Emblem, that was really annoying because I had to edit all those out because otherwise we'd be watching nothing but support conversations for like 15 minutes at the beginning of every part, and that wouldn't be fun to watch. But yeah.
So you basically have the makings of an anime on the cutting room floor. just conversations between all these characters.
Oh yeah. There's a people why some people call it like waifu emblem or things like that. And they're not wrong. Is all I'll say about that. But I like it. I think it makes I think they made a very endearing cast. So being able to like direct their love life is very satisfying.
Yes, Strider 318. Fire Emblem. I mean Ted. Ted recorded Fire Emblem Awakening for BSC. It will be commentated on eventually.
Yeah, probably not until next year. And I'm saying that meaning 2016 because we've got like 2 other RPGs we gotta finish first. So don't hold your breath.
Cinder, which one's I don't know Fire Emblem very well. I haven't played one yet. Which one is Fire Emblem 4?
That's Genealogy of the Holy War, I think. That's one of the Super Nintendo ones. That's the one. That's one of the ones that never came out of Japan, and I died again. Wonderful. That's one of the ones that never came out of Japan, and a lot of Fire Emblem fans say is the bestest one. I've never
seems to agree with a lot of Fire Emblem fans.
Yes, he does.
But okay, so like, you'd have to play that on like
an emulator with a translation patch.
Oh yeah, you'd have to, because you need a translation patch. Okay.
Oh yeah, can I just say that the Fire Emblem naming scheme is bullshit? Well, not naming scheme. Like, the way fans number games is bullshit. Okay, so, like, it goes up to, like, Fire Emblem 9, I think. Where, like, Fire Emblems 1 through 8. Like, okay, whatever. Sure, that works. Then you've got, I think it's 9. It's either 9 or 10, which is a remake of the first game. But fans still call that Fire Emblem 9. And then there's Fire Emblem 11, I think it is, or maybe 12. That's a remake of the third game, and they still call that 11 or 12. I forget which ones. But basically, they count the remakes as numbered entities, making it so confusing. And like they refuse to change that and make it like understandable for everyone else. Okay, I hate this. I just want to target the Deku Baba, but it's not letting me. Yeah, stupid game.
I really want someone to just make a GIF of, or like a video of Tarunia doing his hammer swing animation with the hammer music from Smash. Because when he does the overhead swing, it looks like he's doing the hammer swing from Smash. Like,
Oh my gosh, you mean the hammer swing music from Donkey Kong? You're such a fake geek. My God.
Oh, such a scrub. You found me out. Toon Dude 78, I think Final Fantasy has, ignoring the fact that, yeah, we have like 10-2 and 13-2, which kind of makes, I mean, it's the sequel to 10, so you call it 10-2. But I mean, at least it's straightforward. Like, if I'm talking about Final Fantasy 1, it's Final Fantasy 1. If I mean the GBA port of Final Fantasy 1, I'll say Final Fantasy Dawn of Souls, which is what it's technically called, or Final Fantasy 1 for the GBA. I don't call it some other number. So I do think Final Fantasy system makes a little more sense. I mean, the fact that there's a lot of spin-offs is kind of confusing, but I don't know. I don't know much about Fire Emblem, so I don't want to ruffle anyone's feathers, but I do think that naming system sounds kind of weird.
It's better than Kingdom Hearts. I'll give them that. Kingdom Hearts, everything like. No, I'm not saying.
Final Fantasy 3 and 6 are not. No, that's a localization problem. That's not Square's problem. That they localized Final Fantasy 6, quote unquote, as 3, quote unquote.
Well, that is Square's fault. They're the ones who did it.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. Well,
especially since like
localized it.
Well, especially since like they were talking about people will get confused because they won't know what happened to like 2 and 3 if they had released it as 4 or so on and so forth. But I'm pretty sure that the first 6 Final Fantasies never made it out. It never made it to Europe, and they still called Final Fantasy 7 Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah, no, 7 was released as 7, even though real Final Fantasies 2, 3, and 5 hadn't come out outside Japan at that point.
It took like when did Final Fantasy 3DS come out? Like 2006?
Oh boy, I'm not sure, but that sounds right.
Yeah, like it took a long time for people to. Hold on, someone Skyped me. Was that you?
Me? What?
Yeah, did you Skype me?
Did it send a message?
No. Oh no, it's somebody else. Oh no,
okay.
Never mind. It's something different.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's not your fault.
Okay. What game crossover do you want most?
Well, the boring one I want is an actual Mario Sonic platformer.
They said no Mario and Sonic. Well, what if he wants Mario and Sonic? Darn it.
Okay, I'm putting my... Okay, that's going to show up in the stream, and it's really annoying, so I'm actually going to put myself on Do Not Disturb. There we go. Yes, I know that. Alright. Sorry, Bat. Yeah, so... Yeah, that's... Okay, yeah, that's the boring one. Also, you want to know what I think would be a really cool crossover? Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem. That would be, I think, really... Oh, wait, they already made that. What happened to that game, Atlas? What happened to that game?
Atlas. That just sounds like a cool idea, yeah.
That game was announced, like, almost 2 years ago, and we have not heard anything about it since.
That's weird. That doesn't... Did they even say anything about it at E3 this past year?
I think they said, it's not dead, we promise. Or something to the effect. But I don't trust them until I see another trailer. So,
Yeah.
okay, gotta run. I can't believe they've got 4 fucking Agaroks wandering around on this map. That's just ridiculous. It's why I hate these kill enemies in such and such minutes missions, because like, how the hell are you supposed to do anything when you've got so many fucking enemies on your, well, not enemies, like bosses. You can't kill the bosses because you won't have enough time, and they do so much damage, especially in the Twilight Princess DLC, that like it's not worth it to kill them, but they're really really goddamn annoying. So yeah, like, stop it, game. You're being annoying. Don't do that.
Um. Oh, sorry. I just lost track of the question I was gonna ask. Oh yeah. Someone asked who's not Ted. I'm
Oh,
Catherine. I'm
that's
Ted's friend.
Catherine. Yeah, she's a
Yeah.
friend of mine. Be
Um.
nice.
Ted, what do you think of indie games getting more support for consoles?
That's always good because then I can use them with my good controllers as opposed to the crappy as opposed to like the crappy controllers that I get stuck with on my computer. So, you know, especially considering that a lot of indie games these days are like throwbacks to older stuff, then that's helpful for me. Um, really, like, I'm not like, you know me. I like pretentious indie crap. Um, so I'm just happy if people make good games. I'm happy that they get support. Um,
um, why am I not playing co-op with Ted?
we're not
Because
in the
you know
same
you
room.
need
We're
to.
on.
Yeah, we're not in the same room.
Also, I think co-op like completely shits on the game's resolution. I believe like on top of more slowdown, which this game does not need. Um, Playing in co-op just completely decimates this game's uh like it makes the gameplay really slow. Well, not slow. I've never tried it because I've just heard bad things about its
Oh,
co-op,
okay.
about the graphics taking a giant hit whenever you play in co-op. So I haven't bothered with it. Um, uh,
Um, do you think that Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are way too easy?
um, uh, they're not hard. Like I've had the like actually one thing I've been doing that I haven't done in an awful lot of other Pokemon games is I have more than 6 Pokemon on my team right now. Like I'm shuffling Pokemon in and out of the boxes all the time just so that I don't overlevel myself.
Oh wow.
Which I think is actually really neat because I've never done that before in a Pokemon game. Um, but you can always make it harder for yourself by turning the experience share off, but really, I don't think that Pokemon. Oh, I beat it. I don't think that Pokemon should really be hard. Like, it's very difficult to make an RPG genuinely challenging. Because, again, I don't want to shit on Gen 4 too much, because A, I don't like thinking about that game. I A ranked that? The hell? Uh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm happy. I don't want to shit on Gen 4 too much because A, every time I even mention the game, people jump on me, so like I don't want to dwell on it. But I remember that game had a lot of points where there were just stupid difficulty spikes. Like, I'm
Yep.
thinking at one point at the beginning of the game there was
The guy
that.
with the Purloin
Oh yeah, that was annoying.
and the Elite Four.
The
Like
Elite
I
Four
played
was
Gen
really.
4 not that long ago, and yeah.
Yeah, there was also the eighth gym leader. I remember giving me trouble. So it really the most that you can. Oh wait, hold on. I didn't A rank that. I only needed to beat it with Darunia. Never mind. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I forgot about that. I think they didn't expect you to beat it with Darunia. Okay. Well, we'll Master Sword link this shit. But anyway. Yeah, like making a Pokemon game difficult just introduces grinding, which I don't think is difficulty. I think that's just tediousness. So, you know, for most people playing the main gameplay of Pokemon is after the game when they're raising up their competitive team. So, I think that, making the game easier just gets to that part faster for those people, which I have no issue with. Um,
Mhm.
So no, I don't have that much of an issue with it at all. I think, it's good. I think that for the kids that are going to be playing the game and don't want to be having too much trouble, like it's good for them, and for the people who just want to get to the what they consider the fun part, that's good for them too. So, yeah, I'm fine with it.
Ted, what would you consider your favorite super boss from any game?
Ooh, Super Boss. Well, I've got a soft spot for the Master from Paper Mario 64. Um, I don't know. I guess it depends on whether you'd consider Red a super boss or not, because he's one of my all-time favorites.
Mhm.
Um,
I consider him a super boss, but I think that's like an opinion sort of thing.
yeah. So, whether or not you consider Red, um, there's, I really like the ball monsters from Bravely Default. I think they are really, really cool design-wise. Mega Ultra Waifu Chicken, and Strange Christmas Lights Goldfish are both really cool. Um, Wait
I
a
like
minute.
the
Oh, oh,
irony of fighting the save point guy
oh
in
yeah.
Final Fantasy IV Heroes of Light.
Oh, he's in.
Because
He's a super boss in Bravely Default too.
oh yeah, I like the irony of like this guy just randomly is in your dungeons and is like, "Do you want to save your game?" And then his fox gives you random hints, and then it's like you can fight him, and he's relatively tough.
Yeah, he's. I thought that the ball monsters were a lot tougher than him, but he
I
wasn't
haven't
too
played
bad.
Bravely Default yet,
He wasn't too bad in Bravely Default.
yeah.
I can't believe
Um,
they expect you to beat this level with taking less than 10 hearts of damage, though. That's ridiculous. No, wait, or was it? It's probably 40, considering how much damage the enemies can do. Because I think 10,000 was. I'm pretty sure 4,000 is like the standard, and I got like 20,000. So it's probably. Oh, damn it! See, but I take one hit, and now I'm already down that much. Um. So. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I should just let somebody kill me. There we go. But yeah, those are the first ones that come to mind, which means that they're probably my favorite. Um, yeah.
um,
Is
recommend any underrated games.
um, Trauma Center, Ace Attorney. I feel like I say the same kind of ones all the time. Lost Winds, Devil Survivor. A lot of the stuff I play, I'd consider underrated games. So, if I ever talk about a game I like, it's probably underrated. I feel like that's just sort of how it goes a lot of the time, or how it feels at the very least.
A Cinder has a question that I think we all would love to know the answer to. Dragon Quest VII, when?
I don't know. When, Square? When?
Square.
Square, don't announce another Final Fantasy 13. Answer the question. Okay.
No, we're gonna update Final Fantasy 14 again because we still need to apologize for that launch.
People apparently say that the new version's really good, though.
That's what I've heard. I mean, I'm just not an
Oh, me
MMORPG person,
me
but
neither. So it's not my particular thing either.
no. But I'm glad they fixed it because it sounds like the initial release was awful. But yeah. Ted, would you recommend a Sega Saturn game to someone?
I've never played one.
Do they have a Sega Saturn? Yeah, I don't think I've played any game on this that's
Knights,
even was
maybe?
yeah. Apparently, apparently it's good. I just don't know anything about it. Really,
Nope,
like
me
play
neither.
wise. I mean, I know what you do. You
Well, I don't even really know what you do. You kind of like help a kid, I guess. Oh, I could kill one of these Argoroks. That would be helpful. Um. Oh, never mind. I'm ignoring it. I'm going back to ignoring it. Ugh. I
Oh,
hate.
apparently you can get Nights on Steam.
Oh yeah, John gifted me that like forever ago, and I still haven't played it yet. Sorry, dude. If you're still watching in the third person.
I have no fears. What good games did the Dreamcast has?
Adventure 2,
Yeah.
which is a good game. Shut up, everybody who's gonna say it's not.
We like the game. I am on Ted's side with this.
Yeah. It's the best game ever. Okay, maybe not the best game ever, but I
Best
think.
Chow Garden.
Oh, okay. You do not want to watch her Chow Garden. I will say that.
My Chow are amazing. Shut up.
Yes, amazing. You keep telling yourself that.
He could fly. You saw him fly.
Yeah,
I
he.
bet people didn't even. I bet most people didn't even know that your Chow can freely fly around the garden if they're amazing like my Chow was.
Oh, if you spend like 30 hours with your Chow, like you do.
Yes. I don't even remember. I don't remember what the time counter was for time played on that file.
Oh, it was 200 and something hours.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure like a majority of that was Chow Garden.
190 hours was the Chow Garden. Probably 10 hours was story mode. 10 hours was like me doing some missions and then giving up.
Well, some of those missions are stupid hard.
Yeah. My Chow's awesome. Shut up.
You okay? I'll.
Okay, my other pipe dream game is some game that involves good Chow Garden again.
Like they probably could just make a Chow Garden game and it would sell. Like people would buy
Oh,
that.
I would buy it. I would buy all the copies.
Like, don't you want other people to play too, or what?
Yes, that's true. Yes.
Like, cause then you'd have to figure out all of the obscure bullcrap yourself.
Yeah, that's true. I did find a lot of help from guides with half that stuff. Ooh, what would you consider the worst game you've ever played?
There's this N64 game, N64 NASCAR game that's pretty damn awful.
I remember you told me that, and I looked up a YouTube clip. It does look pretty awful. It just looks like it's too much like just like you're in a car and it sounds like NASCAR, and I don't like the sound of NASCAR.
Welcome to the Daytona 500. They're gonna be turning left right here, folks. And just step right up for the most amazing sports sensation in the history of the universe.
I still don't understand the appeal of NASCAR. Like I don't care about sports, but I actually just don't understand why NASCAR is that interesting until people crash. And at that point, it's kind of awful if you just like watching people crash cars. Because there are people in those cars.
Well,
Even though they signed up for this.
The mortality rate in NASCAR is really low, from what I've heard. So you don't have
Yeah,
to.
no, because they've made the cars very safe because there's been so like my dad watches NASCAR, which is why I know this, and which is why I don't like it.
My dad watches NASCAR too. Is that like a thing where, like, as soon as you sire a child, like, you instantly like NASCAR?
Maybe. At least my mom was on my side about not liking it and not understanding the appeal of driving in an oval repeatedly.
Okay, I gotta wonder how much gas would be saved if there was just no NASCAR.
Probably not that significant amount, but
Well, also
you'd save
consider the
some.
amount of gas spent by people driving to the event, manufacturing the specific type of cards that they need, um, um, like creating all their advertising stuff. Like, I think if you once you tally all of that together, it becomes not insignificant. Um,
Maybe. They'd find some people. I mean, the people would find something else to do.
true, but
Either way, I don't get the appeal of NASCAR. that's me though. But yeah, that game looked pretty awful. The worst game I've ever played is Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. Which, by the way, hold on, let me check I'm considering, because I make awful life choices.
Don't do
I'm
it.
considering rebuying it
Don't do
if the
it.
price drops low enough. Right now it's at $40 on Amazon. I'm not paying $40 for that junk.
How much would you pay?
Under 20, I'd buy it.
You really need to learn self-control. And that's sad coming from me.
I gotta, it's like Stockholm syndrome. I'm like, I remember it being awful when I was a kid, and I'm like,
It's still awful. Don't do it. Oh, camera wonkiness there. Um, yeah, just don't do it. You'll be happier in the end.
I know, but like, oh man, it's so bad.
Don't do it, please. I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to check you out of a hospital. Because you're like.
Because I had it. Apparently, according to the Game Direct, the people that person who does retrospectives. By the way, if anyone's interested in what I consider like pretty entertaining and informative retrospectives on some game series, check out the Game Direct, all one word. It's a YouTube channel. She did a really good retrospective on the Spyro franchise, which basically the first video is Spyro's great, and then the second two videos are, wow, Spyro really went downhill after Insomniac lost the property. So according to her video, a kid got a seizure because the frame rate and the glitchiness and the frame rate going all over the place in Spyro gave him gave him an epileptic seizure,
Damn.
and they sued and got a lot of money.
Damn.
Oh, you are not kidding about, yeah, it sounds like Ascinder has had exactly the same experience with Spyro Into the Dragonfly as I did. Best part was that I got like the first print, I think, so it was even glitchier. Is something going on? Because I'm hearing a lot of like interference.
Interference.
Like your mic was moving.
I wasn't really moving. I think we had like you were hearing it in the call.
Yeah, I think so.
It looks like we had a couple of drop frames.
Okay.
People are moving about outside. I don't know if that was it. Is it gone now?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh. Okay. You know what? Must have been. My mic has some like noise detecting thing where. Excuse me. Where if I'm not talking, it'll start picking up background noises because it's looking for sound. So it must have been picking out the people everybody else who lives in this house. And people need to stop living in this house because they're loud and they get in the way of recording stuff. What? No, I love my family. Please don't kick me out. So yeah, you were talking a lot there, so I think my mic was just looking for something to say.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
No worries, yeah. Okay. But yeah. So basically, I may make an awful decision and end up repurchasing Enter the Dragonfly.
Don't do it! Don't do it! Please.
Oh, and people, someone mentioned Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, I really like Ratchet and Clank. I'm playing the third game right now, from the HD collection. I'm really enjoying it. I really like the first two games, and I'm liking the third game a lot as well.
Don't do it!
Are you still on that?
Okay, come on. Okay, let's see if I can take down Argarok without it being too slow. Oh, wait a minute, I can just leave him here, and then he won't bother me for a little while. That's actually the better idea. Yeah, okay. Maybe that'll make things a little bit easier. I'm considering swapping weapons, because the Master Sword is not clearing house as easily as I thought it would. This is the second to last mission I have left just to do in the game. Just for people wondering. After this, I've got one more mission with Link that's probably going to be piss easy. And then I'm done, so... Yeah.
So are we going to be able to witness Ted 100%ing Hyrule Warriors live?
Well, not like 100% 100%ing because we've got the Majora's Mask DLC to do. But
Oh, okay,
for the
but
time being,
100%ing what has been released at this time.
yeah, for the time being, yeah, it's possible. Um, it depends on how lucky I am, and how frustrated I get, and whether or not I decide to just say, "Damn it, no, I'm tired." I wish there wasn't like 12 different Argoroks all over the place. And I wish that when I locked onto something, the camera didn't swing all the way around so that I could, because I want to lock onto the thing that I'm facing, not the thing that's, this game sometimes, man. So yeah, again, I apologize if I grow quiet. I'm just focused. I'm in my zone.
Yeah. Donnie has started the hashtag.
Oh, what hashtag?
I don't even know. I saw hashtag shut up Donnie at one point.
Oh. No, that might have
Hashtags
just...
aren't as funny to me out of context. It's just a hashtag war.
Oh.
But, yeah.
Use hashtags responsibly, guys.
Did we ever find out if Hunted P is free?
No, why didn't nobody tell us if 100 free is free or not? This is important information. I asked this like 3 days ago, and nobody told me yet.
It's like all the articles focus on he got arrested. I don't know if he got free. He probably did.
Come on, guys.
Someone said hashtag no.
Ah. Come on, guys. We have the free 100p.
Have you seen Gravity Falls?
No. I haven't seen any modern cartoon. So
It sounds familiar, but I don't know what that is.
it's some Cartoon Network show. So no, I've not seen that. I tried watching Adventure Time and I couldn't get into it. It was just too random for me. Like I don't watch regular show. I don't watch like any modern TV at all, really. Sorry. Oh, well, that's one way to clear an area. Not the way I was planning on it, but whatever.
Ted, someone mentioned there's a game called Puyo Puyo Tetris that's
What?
on PS3. It's apparently Japan only.
What? So wait, is that supposed to be a combination of whatever, Mean Bean Machine, Kirby's, whatever?
Puyo Pop.
Yeah, like the game that has almost as many names as Tetris Attack and Tetris. Like, how would that even work? Like,
I don't know.
I don't even. If there was ever a thing that I don't even should have been applied to more than any other thing, it's that thing.
They're suggesting you import it.
How much is it? Because I'm not paying something stupid for a puzzle game. Like, if I can get it for $20, I might. Keyword like might, but...
Let's see if I can find it. It looks like it's... Okay, just a quick look on Amazon, because I don't want to be away for too long. Amazon, it's $60 to import.
Sorry, no. I love Tetris, but I only need one version, and that's Tetris DS, which is best version. You guys in your Game Boy Tetris are foolish because Tetris DS matched the race, mofos, or something. Okay.
Ted, do you know the trick to getting the weak point gauges on Stallmasters and Dark Nuts?
Like, other than waiting for them to counterattack, I don't know if there's a trick. I usually just wait for them to do their attack and then counterattack it. Oh, I'm only like, okay, I'm really close to beating this. I should just spam some attacks and hope that I, okay, I've only got, hold on for a moment. I'm gonna see if I've A ranked this. Because I might not need it in a second if I A ranked it. If I A ranked this. Did they tell us the trick, or
Someone has said, Ted, there is a trick.
what's the trick?
They have not. They didn't. At the moment, they have not explained the trick. I will let you know if they explain the trick.
It probably involves the items, which I don't use an awful lot. Unless if they're like necessary, like for the bosses, or occasionally I'll spam the bow and arrow if I got the arrow upgrade. Ah, damn it, I was too slow. Okay.
Okay. If you attack a Dark Knight or Stallmaster once, then immediately dodge behind them. They'll stall and reveal their weak point.
Huh. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. I'm not sure if I'll use it right away, but it's good to have the tip at the very least. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, the other someone. So two people are kind of have both said it, and one of them said you should attack them once, dodge around them in a circular manner, and they'll become dizzy.
Okay, I think I've seen something like that happen before, but I've never done it on purpose.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Ugh. I could try this one just to get the mission for the medal for beating all of the missions, but I want to A rank it before I move on, so we're gonna be doing that. Do I have to do it within like within 7 minutes though? Because if it's 7.5 minutes and I got 7 minutes 32 seconds. If it's 7.5 minutes, I'm gonna be very pissed off. At the very least, I have the 40 hearts of damage as opposed to anything longer than that, which is a godsend. Um, okay, so hold on, I'm gonna try this. Oh well, he already did his weak point, so that's not really a very effective spot to really try that, but whatever. Wait, first things first is I'm taking care of these stupid Deku Babas before... Nah, Argarok, get out of the way! Ugh, I hate that guy.
Oh, is there a way to increase your defense?
Yes, but not for this mission. um, you can buy badges in the shop that up your defense, but only for missions with a recommended element. This mission, because it's stupid, has no recommended element. Hold on, let's try this.
So you're just
Oh, it does work. Okay. Oh, and that gets rid of them instantly for this mission, so thank you. That'll be helpful.
Nice. Shout out to, hold on, sorry, UK Fresh and Flameshead Hero 1.
Oh, Flameshead Hero 1 knows what he's talking about.
Yes. He was the one who gave you the summoning portal Lana trick thing.
Yeah, I think that was him, if I remember correctly. So. Okay, hold on. I need heals. Heals. Woot. One of the annoying things about the Master Sword is that it does the thing that all the Zelda games do, where it can shoot laser beams, but only if you're at full health. Which is really annoying when you take damage so easily in this game. Like, you can get hit by something off screen, which I think is so stupid.
That's kind of annoying. Because it doesn't work both ways. That's what's from what you said. Your attacks don't hit any. Like if someone's off screen, and your attack would reach over there, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
That's what bothers me. That there's a double standard.
Yeah.
They can hit you, but you can't hit them.
Well, I guess it's
Oh,
because you're always on the screen, technically, but like they just shouldn't be able to attack you while they're off the screen, because I can't tell you how many times I've got pot shotted by a projectile that I couldn't see coming. Um, Granted, I'm doing projectile spamming right now, but I work by my own rules.
yeah.
Okay. I really should take care of a lot of these stall masters instead of just ignoring them, but like that takes a lot of that takes like I want to work on getting as many of the easy enemies done as I can, and even with the tip, I'm still going out of my way to focus on just one enemy, so it's harder to justify it.
Mhm.
Oh, good.
Apparently, there's someone selling a custom Waluigi amiibo on eBay.
How are they making it?
I don't know.
Does it like,
The link. Someone sent a link that had the basically had that in the name. I'm
huh?
gonna try to find this. Because the link didn't quite link to what. Okay, wait, is this it? Okay, I think I found it. Yes. That looks actually pretty good. The amiibo uses the standard Luigi amiibo as the base, so in the base you can set your Luigi to Waluigi's color.
Interesting.
Huh. Let's see if there's any information on the eBay page about how they made it.
So wait,
I
did they use Luigi? Did they like take a Luigi colored amiibo and just paint it?
No, this looks like it's, Waluigi, and unfortunately I can't find the details. It won't let me see the information on it. Oh wait, will it? Um, it is made on a Luigi amiibo base.
Oh, so somebody
Uh,
but basically bought a Luigi and then um took the actual Luigi off the base and um built a Waluigi on top of it.
yeah, that's what it looks like they did. I'm just wondering how they made the Waluigi. I mean, I guess they must have made it like with 3D printing or something.
Maybe
Uh,
they fastened it themselves. I'm not sure. Um, huh.
yeah, but just the actual figurine, because this is like yeah, wow, it looks pretty good.
Did they base it off like what poses is he in? Does he have the racket?
He does not have the racket, though. It looks like you could have easily put a racket in his hand. He's just kind of standing there with his hands looking slightly awkward.
Damn it! Okay, so I did it really fast that time, but I took damage at the very end. Oh god, this mission just does not like me. Okay, we're gonna try it again. It sucks too, because I know it was at the very, very end that I lost. So, ugh. Okay.
Um, Ted, someone said they haven't been tuned into Law and Order SVU in a while, so do you think the newer seasons still hold up?
I have not been watching in a while either. And when I went to school a couple of years ago, I didn't have cable, so I wasn't able to watch. And like when I came back, I found out that apparently Elliot had been taken off the show because reasons. And I was just like, oh, I'm not watching anymore. And since then, like they've gotten rid of Captain Kragen, and they've gotten rid of Munch, and they've gotten rid of all my favorite characters. So yeah, fuck it, I'm not watching that anymore.
Yeah, that's too bad. I haven't. Like similarly when I was in college, I didn't have cable. I didn't have so I just got out of watching it because I also grew up on watching a lot of Law and Order SVU. Um, but yeah, I'm not interested really in going back to it now that I feel like a lot of the best characters or a lot of the very interesting characters have been written out of the show for one reason or another.
I
It's too
hate
bad.
messing up at the beginning because that just means I gotta let them kill me. Come on, Argarok, spew your flames. There we go. Um, but yeah, yeah, it's just I haven't been following it anymore, and I mean, I still got like what 8 good seasons of show to watch. Like I really
Yeah.
like so it's not like I've got an awful lot to complain about, but still it's just I really hate it when basically all the characters I grew to love get cut, so there's not an awful lot left for me to watch.
Yeah. I don't like how a lot of American TV shows just seem to run something into the ground until the ratings drop and get to the point where it's like, okay, we can't show this anymore, versus ending it while it's like good or having it tell a complete story.
Well, that would just require them to, end something while it's making the most money, and we can't have that. I'm assuming you're referring to like anime, which like knows how to end something before it's like
For the most part, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like
One
a lot.
Piece.
Yeah,
I'm
that's kind of different. Well, that's not the anime's fault. That's based on the source material. I think the real problem is in anime is when those long-running shonen, they run out of material to adapt into the anime, and so they just have filler where the characters do stupid things
like
because
learn
they're just waiting.
like learn to drive cars when they can fly.
Oh, no, that was a Dragon Ball Z thing, right?
Yes.
I just remember there was one episode of Naruto where the main three people were like, because their teacher always wears this mask, like Kakashi always wears this mask over the bottom half of his face, and they're like, we need to trick him into taking off the mask. And it was just basically hilarious hijinks, the episode.
That
And I
couldn't
was
have
like,
been too far because like Sasuke, you say main three, so Sasuke had to be there before he went all super emo.
I think you went. I think you went. It was definitely. It was before the time skip. Like, cause Naruto, I didn't follow Naruto, like very closely at all. But I do know there's a time skip at some point. I don't remember
Yeah,
exactly
that's
like
when
how.
what's it's called starts Shippuden, I think.
Shippuden, yeah, yeah. There's a 2-year time skip between stuff and that like the main series, the Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. Um, but yeah, that was like, I mean, that episode was funny, but I would have been like if that were all I was like if that were Naruto for me for like months on end, I would have been like really annoyed. If I
Uh,
cared about the show, really, which I didn't. I just watched that episode on YouTube because I heard about it and I thought that's funny.
is that the one where behind my mask is another mask comes from?
Yes, yes, that's what happens at the end. They try to get him to take his mask off, and then they're like, then he realizes what they're up to, or like admits that he realizes what they were up to, and then he's like, "Oh, why didn't you just ask me? Behind my mask is another mask," and then they all just do like the anime like fall on your face, like, "Duh." So yeah, but yeah, so I think filler like that is not something I particularly enjoy in anime, but which is like one reason I'm like, as much as I don't understand why it's taking so long to come out with a Attack on Titan season 2, because it sounds like they're waiting till 2016 to do season 2. Um, but I'm at least glad that they're not doing filler.
I think filler would really sort of not gel with the tone of the show that they're going with because there are
Yeah.
small bits of comic relief, but for the most part, it's a very serious show. So
Really, the comic relief that my friend, who's a big Attack on Titan fan, she has the, I don't know, I forget if it's the DVDs or the Blu-rays, but they have something called Chibi Cadet Theater, which is just basically hilarious hijinks of like chibi form of all the characters while they were in the academy, and that's funny, but that's like clearly differentiated from the show. It's like they're all, adorable chibi forms, and every episode ends with them getting eaten by the colossal titan. It's just like a running gag. So that's very different than like just episode upon it, and those are like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes each. So it's very different than just filler anime.
Yeah, no doubt. Ah, so many hardcore rocks. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit stressed out because I really don't want to lose this
Oh,
mission again.
you can
So,
do it.
um,
You can do it.
ganbatte!
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, okay, so I beat it. I didn't take too much damage. I had like 4 minutes left. I should have A-ranked this. I
Ooh.
really should have A-ranked this. Okay, victory. Hopefully I can get that weapon over there. That would be nice.
Do you know yet if you got the weapon?
Just a moment. I gotta skip it. Link's victory animation. Yes, I did. Awesome. We are moving on to the
Yay!
last mission of the Twilight Princess DLC.
Woo!
I don't know why I was shouting there. Um, okay, guys. I know we've only been streaming for like. Oh no, we've been streaming for like an hour and a half. Okay, so it's not too short. But if I win, we're ending because like I don't have anything else
Because
to
the
play.
grinding is done.
Yeah, the grinding is done. Okay, so yeah. Master Sword. We're gonna Master Sword this bitch. Yeah. Okay. But yeah. Oh man, I am so excited to finally be done with this DLC. Cause then I can play other games.
Oh, someone pointed out, all the weapons slash material that are dropped on the floor are automatically collected. You don't need to physically collect them.
No, they're all not automatically collected. I've missed some at points.
Oh, okay. Um, Ted, someone wants to know your favorite character in Ace Attorney.
Uh
That's a hard question.
like for what purpose? Like as a because I've got a lot. Like when it comes to my favorite protagonist, I'd say it's probably Phoenix.
Mhm.
Like that's
That's
just the classic choice. Like
Yeah,
I,
because
I
he's the most well developed in a lot of ways. I mean, I guess Edgeworth is very well developed as well,
well
but
he's my favorite. Like he's my favorite rival though. Is the thing.
Mhm. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Oh oh yeah this level has a recommended element. I might not like die instantly. That's awesome. Oh oh man, I just got really excited. Sorry.
Mhm.
Okay, I also just want to open up the chest. Okay, but yeah, like Edgeworth's my favorite rival. Gumshoe's probably like my favorite comic relief character. I really like Athena. I love it'd probably be easier to tell you like the characters I don't like. Really. Like I don't really like say I don't like
You
I
don't
don't
like you don't like the Gavin brothers, right?
no, I don't like them. Yeah, they're pretty annoying. Um Like I don't like Kristoff. I don't really like oh Spark Brushel. I hate that guy. Um
Oh God, that was disgusting. I'm sorry, I just that was one of those ticks that I was like, oh, please stop,
yeah.
stop brushing your teeth. Don't get me wrong, I approve of personal hygiene, but then he's just like, wasn't he like brushing his like parts
His
of his
ear,
face?
yeah.
Oh my God, that's disgusting. That's so disgusting. Sorry, that just that just annoyed me. I think one of my favorite comic relief characters is Dr. Hottie, Director Hottie.
Oh, you just think he's the hottest, don't you?
No, I just think it's hilarious when you show him everyone's picture. Oh, like, if anyone is played Justice for All and has not tried showing Dr. Hottie the profiles of all the female characters, please do. It's pretty funny.
I'm already starting to think I've taken too much damage though. Like, yeah, I've already taken like 4 hearts. Oh, no, I can probably make my way through this. Never mind. I'm gonna keep on going. This is probably going to end up being a really easy mission in comparison to a lot of the others I've done. So, like, I don't think I need to worry about it too much. I still have a... Oh, when did I take a... Whatever. I'm sorry. But yeah, Dr. Hotty's really funny. Um, I also really like Maya and Pearl, obviously. Um,
Yes.
yeah, it's just I love most of the characters, even like minor ones in this series. Like they're all really enjoyable. Most of them are surprisingly well fleshed out for the amount of screen time they have. Um, yeah, I love them all.
Hmm. Um, any movies this year, 2015, that you're looking forward to?
Avengers.
Yeah, they were like, we already know you're looking forward to that. Anything else?
uh, Avengers.
I'm looking forward to the Ratchet and Clank movie. I really hope that's good.
If that it still exists at the very least.
Their website still says it exists, but has no other details.
Um,
Shadowrocks 8, we talked about Apollo Justice in like one of the streams already, and Ted has mentioned it elsewhere. And this is a happy stream. This is a happy place.
says you. You mentioned Higurashi.
But you've almost beaten the DLC.
Oh yeah, true.
But which fighting game character would you pick for your roommate? That's an interesting question.
Uh, hmm.
If I had a big enough room, I'd potentially pick the panda from Tekken. Cause I don't know, I think the panda's pretty cute. It's a panda. Like I said, I have to have a big, like I wouldn't really want a panda in my room right now.
Uh, like I don't know. I don't play enough fighting games to have a
Yeah.
good answer for that
Well,
one.
technically, is Phoenix Wright technically a fighting game character?
I think they're talking about characters that like debuted in fighting games.
Oh, can't win on a technicality.
Because if that were the case, I'd pick like a Pikachu or something, just so I could have a Pokemon. Um, but yeah, I don't know. That's a hard one. I'll get back to you.
Oh, Shadowrock Say clarified that he was talking more about the character Paul Justice than the game.
Oh, he's all right. Yeah,
I liked him I think there was a lot of missed potential in Apollo Justice the game, and I have not played Dual Destinies yet.
he's
But I
better in
liked
Dual
the
Destinies.
whole
Yes.
I like the whole try hard aspect. Like I like that he was kind of a try hard, and that he was kind of this, like you said in Dual Destinies, he's kind of the straight man.
Yeah.
And
He's
I
the
think that
Charlie
worked
Brown.
for
I think is a better way to.
Okay, yeah. But I liked that, and I liked how he was like such a tryhard in his debut, where it's like I'm fine, and even when he's like objection, like he just sounds like he's trying so hard, and just everything falls apart. So I like Apollo, but yeah, I think they didn't take full advantage of his give him enough of a personality in his first game.
Yeah, I think that's true as well. I'm glad that they fixed him for Dual Destinies, though. I think he gets, aside from the fact that I really don't like that a lot of his character growth is dependent on a character we never actually see. And that'll make sense to anybody who's actually played the game. And to Catherine, who cheated and looked up spoilers. But
What? What did I do?
you looked up spoilers. You looked up who's its face.
Oh, that wasn't my fault. I was looking at fan fiction.
Well, that's your fault for looking up fan fiction.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Hey, I'm the one in the stupid robe that gets to say that.
Oh yeah, your plan is like. um, Oh, someone asked what my favorite Final Fantasy is and tell Ted to play Final Fantasy 9. I actually need to finish Final Fantasy 9 too, so I'm probably gonna start that over
They
again
never
because
made a
I.
9-2.
Oh, you. Okay, that was a good one. um, but yeah, I started playing Final Fantasy 9. I really liked it, but it was just one of those things like I didn't end up finishing the game for reasons I don't remember. Um, I don't. I really like 10. I probably like 10 more than like I don't know if 10's the best, but I really like 10 because it was my first Final Fantasy, and coming to that after playing like really not many other RPGs if any, like Pokemon, it just felt so epic and the graphics look so good compared to what I was used to. So, I have a soft spot for 10. Um, I like the battle system in 9 a lot, and I like the world in 9. Again, I just didn't finish it for like I'm not sure why. I just never got around to completing it. But I really did like 9, but it's one of those things where I think regardless of, like I'm not sure if I can objectively say like if 10, I don't know, like there's flaws with 10, but I really like 10. So I guess that would be my favorite. Um, but I do want to finish 9. I think in a lot of the other game the other one I played 3DS, and I like that, but I didn't like it like not nearly as much as 10. Um, and I've beaten 7. I think I might have died at I think I might have died at the one-winged angel form of Sephiroth. And I was just like,
I
well,
thought I thought that form was really easy. Apparently, Ganon,
um,
come out of the allied base, please. Thank you.
I don't think so. Um, I don't think it was that easy. I forget if I did Knights of the Round. I know it gets harder. It's harder if you cheat and use Knights of the Round against the boss right before it. Which Knights of the Round is the incredibly broken summon. Um, I
Is
don't
that
think
the
it's not
summon
near.
that takes like forever though?
Yes, I think you can turn off the animation though, or go get a drink or something.
I know it's
But
not as bad as like the one that Sephiroth actually does, where he like smashes the thing through the moon or something. Or no, it's all of the entire solar system. It is okay.
oh yeah, that's really cool. I don't
The
remember. I
first
think
time you
playing.
watch it, anyway.
Yeah, well, yeah. But yeah. Um, yeah. I think I was like, well, I died. I got pretty close. Maybe I'll come back and beat it eventually, and then I don't think I actually did.
Oh no, that's what I did for Dragon Quest Six. Is I had actually apparently I had a really crap final team, so I couldn't beat the final boss. And like at that point, it was too late for me to like completely overhaul my party setup because that game has a class system, kind of a dumb one actually. So it's just like okay, I got close enough, and I just watched the ending on YouTube.
Yeah. Someone asked for good starting points for the Final Fantasy series. I think 4 would be a good starting point, and there's
Four
a
worked really well for me. Uh, I know it's not a Final Fantasy game, but Bravely Default would also probably be a good one. Um,
But if you wanted to like play a game that has the Final Fantasy title, even though Bravely Default is very much in the style of the classic Final Fantasy games, I think 4 is a good starting point. I know the PSP version is supposed to be very good. I haven't played that yet. Um, and the DS version is apparently pretty brutal.
yeah, it's hard.
I
Uh,
also think that 10. I mean, I think 10 is a good starting point. Also, like because 10 doesn't have the active time system, like the active time battle system. I think that I found that as a good kind of way to get into it, because I like active time battle was not nearly as difficult as I had feared when when I played a game that had active time battle. But I think it's nice. It's nice to get it. Like for me, getting into it was nice not to have to worry about that.
it makes
And
the
now there's the HD report of 10 and 10.2. You can get that pretty cheap. So.
There's also Final Fantasy VII, which is the best RPG ever made. Oh my god. Um, And that's getting a PS4 port.
Oh yeah. I don't. Uh. So wait, what happened? Because like we're
We
watching
killed
Smash.
we killed Ganon. So that's
Okay.
intended to be the final boss of the final mission of the adventure mode. So every time you beat a mission where they summon Ganon at the end, they play these credits, and I'm just showing them for lulz.
Oh, okay.
And also it shows off like the 8-bit sprites and stuff, which are pretty cool. So you got to see what 8-bit Fi looks like in 8-bit. Everyone else, I guess.
No.
Oh, Volga and Wizro, who are the best. I love these two. Um, I think they actually just reused the Wizrobe's sprite for Wizro, actually. Oh, there's Garahim being fabulous, and Zant being awesome. I really like Zant, too.
So does this mean you have officially completed all of Hyrule Warriors that has been released to date?
If I A-ranked it,
Oh, you're still waiting for the ranking?
yeah.
That's kind of weird. You have to go through all this.
Well, I could skip it, but I was just showing it because reasons.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I didn't take that much damage, so I should have A-ranked it. This ends the story. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so let's see my final results. Yep, I should have A-ranked that. A, yes! I did it! I did it! Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, that's so cute. Everyone's like dancing.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Sorry, I'm on delay.
Oh, but, okay, yeah, that is very satisfying. That is,
Insert Super Smash Brothers. Congratulations.
thank you. Uh, okay, so, yeah, a bunch of materials that I don't really need. Okay, connected Twilight Worlds medal. Cleared the Twilight map. Earned the ruler of the Twilight World medal. Earned an A rank in all Twilight map battles. Twilight Secret to Everybody medal. Found all secret elements on the Twilight map. I got my hands in the air like I just don't care.
Woo!
Yeah, so again, thank you everyone for joining me in this spectacular spectacle. That was lame. Anyway, I'm done with Hyrule Warriors for a while. Oh man. So depending on how dumb the Majora's Mask DLC ends up being, I might end up doing more of these. But those probably won't be for a while because we need the Hyrule Warriors DLC to, come out. So, again, I want to thank everybody for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Later.
Bye.